Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? You got to turn to the Most High God and Him alone. Nobody else. Yahweh only. Yah only. Yahuwah only. Most High only. Get rid of all those other pieces of garbage that you are admiring, praying to, singing to, worshiping, all that crap. Get rid of it or you're going to die. There is no nice way to say it. And I'm not going to try to make it feel good to you. I want you to live. I want to live. I'm not going to try to coddle your feelings. I'm not going to consider your feelings. Drop the idols now or you're going to die. You're going to be viciously and brutally killed by Yahweh, not me. So you cannot like me all you want. You cannot like my delivery all you want. I don't care. I would much rather have you upset with me right now. And at least you'll get hopefully inspired to consider the things that I'm saying to you so that you don't have to be killed. That's all I'm concerned with. I don't care if you like my delivery. If my delivery will help somebody from being killed by the Most High God, then so be it. My job has been a success. Okay? Like this video as you enter the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I'm just popping in for a little bit right now because I love y'all brothers and sisters, right? And I told you that I was going to come to y'all today. Been a very long day for me, but I told y'all was going to see me, Most High willing. It's not going to be long because what I got to say is going to be straight, quick, and short to the point. But Tav X to all y'all out there, purity and becoming one. And we might give it a few minutes to see if any brews gonna make it up in here. I know it's late and y'all not used to seeing me at this hour of the day, you know, but it's all good. It's always a good time for family time. Can you dig it? I don't care if it's morning, noon, or night. It's always a good time for family time. I'm a family man, in case you didn't know. And no, I'm not married, and no, I don't have kids. But I'm still a family man. I'm all about the family. I will live and die and kill for the family. I sure enough will. I'm highly aware of Ecclesiasticus, the 3rd chapter. There is a time and a place for everything. And I'm highly aware of that. I'm not going to act like I'm not. And because I love y'all, I'm going to shout it from the mountaintops, even if it makes people uncomfortable. I want you to know what time you living in. And you living in a time right now, you ain't never lived in a time like this. It's going down out there. Whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you're prepared for it or not. Hopefully, if I can just get one person out there to understand what time it is out there, this video is a success. We got Jay Meadows in his house. Jay Meadows says, let's go, Brody. Tribe of Judah, we got next. Worldwide unity. That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself, broski. Couldn't have said it better myself, my guy. And you are so correct, broski. We got Sister Earth Healing Angel up in the hizzy. What's going on, Earth Healing Angel? Earth Healing Angel goes shalom and welcome, brother, at Mr. Real Talk and all the family and strangers cleaving to us in sincerity. That's right. Earth Healing Angel said a mouthful, and everything she said is right on. Okay? Always good to see you, Earth Healing Angel. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We got SP up in his house. What's going on, SP? Good to see you, fam. SP says, shalom, family. And a big shalom right back at you, SP. And a big shalom to every one of yous in here. all of the Hebrews worldwide. Shout out to all 12 tribes worldwide. Me, myself, I'm holding it down, representing for the FBA, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay, scattered into all nations. And we got the Northern Kingdom scattered into all nations. I'm sending a special shout out to all of y'all. I don't care whether you in America, Central America, South America, Peru, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, China, Europe, Angola, Egypt, Ethiopia, Australia. What's up, nigga? This your brother, all the way in America. Okay? And to all my brothers and sisters worldwide, y'all should be getting real happy right now. You should be rubbing your hands together like Birdman. Because you know what you should know as an Israelite who's living outside of America, and you seeing me and your brothers and sisters right here in America, when you see the niggas from America start standing up in great boldness, it's like we shining. Any of y'all familiar with Batman? Okay, you know how Batman, when they used to want Batman, they put that bat signal up in the sky, and you see that bat signal, and Batman know that it's go time. To all of my Israelite brothers and sisters worldwide, when you see your brothers and sisters here in the United States of America standing up in great boldness, that's like a bat signal going out worldwide in all 12 tribes, no matter where you at. If you on planet Earth, you're going to see that bat signal. And you know what? If you are an Israelite, like I said, I don't care whether you in Pakistan, Angola, Istanbul, Russia, Trinidad, Jamaica, Cuba, you're going to see that bat signal go up, but it ain't going to be a bat. It's going to be a number 12. And you're going to know. It's going to be like the Thundercats. Look up and see that symbol. Your heart start beating. You know why? Because in your spirit, you know it's go time. Okay? That is something that planet Earth is so afraid of. When these 12 tribes all raise up, we're going to be like young lions walking amongst the Gentiles. And if we want to, we're going to rip into them and rip them into pieces. And it ain't going to be nobody around to help them, nobody around to bail them out. We're going to rip them in half. And that's wherever we are on planet Earth. Hebrews, it's going down out there, fam. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? As the rock used to say. Can you smell it, y'all? Oh, it's going down. It is going down. Melissa Yisrael, what's going on, Melissa Yisrael? Melissa Yisrael says, blessings, Mr. Real Talk and family. That's right. SP says, just watched a video about Trump admitting who the 14th Amendment is for. All praises to the Most High God. Yes. And have you, ladies and gents, been watching out there? Have you been watching out there? Understand this. I don't care about the Gentiles. I'm not going to pretend like I do. It's only one part of the Gentiles that I care about. It's the little itty bitty 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 bit. The little bit that's going to cleave to us, wherever they are. I wish that, you know what? I wish that we had people that would come over here and say, hey, I'm not an Israelite, but I see what y'all are talking about and you're telling the truth. I'm trying to join y'all. I wish that we had some Gentiles over here who were vocal like that. Maybe they're sitting back in the cut watching, okay? They just haven't said nothing yet. I'm telling you right now, if you are a Gentile, whether you on this live stream, whether you watching on the playback, look, if you want to cleave to the house of Israel and it's in all sincerity, let yourself be known, okay? We're not going to attack you. We're not going to hew you in half, okay? But I can tell you this, your people, they're doomed, okay? And the majority of them, we're going to put them in slavery. I'm not going to sugarcoat this to make you feel good. If you are a true, sincere Gentile, you know that what we telling you is true. You got a decision to make. Now, I know it's only going to be a little bit of y'all out there, which is cool with me. The Most High said y'all out there somewhere. I don't see you, but I know you got to be out there somewhere. If you out there on this channel, make yourself known. We're not going to attack you. All right? We're not going to attack you. We're going to teach you the truth. And if you're sincere, you're going to jump on deck. But just know this, your people are finished. They going into captivity. You got a choice to make, Mr. Gentile, Mrs. Gentile. Raise your hand. Raise your hand and say, hey, hey, brothers and sisters, hey, Hebrew Israelites, I am not one of you, okay? I'm a Gentile, and I'm for sure I'm a Gentile. But I see what y'all are talking about, okay? And you are correct. I want to join y'all. Come on down. Like I said, we not gonna attack you. I'm not gonna call you names. Look, but I can't say the same for your people because I'm a level with you. I'm not gonna be a fake Israelite. I can't wait until we get the marching orders to take down the nations. Because that's how we gonna get the kingdom. Nigga, we ain't voting. We ain't asking for nothing. We're gonna take the kingdom by force. Okay? Mr. Gentile, Mrs. Gentile, you got a decision to make. Do you want to go down the rabbit hole with your people into captivity? Okay? Or do you want to accept the fact that you've been lied to, just like me and my people have been lied to? Look, if you are out here on the live or on the playback, we want to see you. Okay? We not, like I said, we're not going to viciously attack you like you think we might going to do, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. In times past, I ain't gonna lie. If any Gentile would have showed up on this channel, I probably would have went straight for the jugular. Okay? Now, I've learned better. Okay, now, but I wasn't always like that. You know why? I had to come to the understanding that even though the Gentiles, we're gonna put you in hardcore slavery, chains around your head, neck, and wrist. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? We're gonna do another video about that soon. Okay? Because some people out there think we making this stuff up. We ain't making this stuff up. You think I'm gonna come on here and say this stuff if it wasn't true? The Most High says we're gonna bind your kings and your nobles with chains and fetters of iron. That's gonna be quite painful. And it also says we're going to execute the vengeance written. The judgment written, we're going to execute it. The vengeance written, we're going to execute it. And we're going to sing a new song with a double-edged sword while we're doing it. I'm not going to pretend that's not going to happen. But there is a remnant. It ain't many, it's a remnant. Just like it's only a remnant of Israelites that's going to be saved, and we're going to start the whole world all over again from a little bit of righteous Israelites and a little bit of Gentiles cleaving to the righteous Israelites. Sound confirmation. Like I said, if you are a Gentile out there and you know you're a Gentile, come on down. We ain't going to attack you. Let yourself be known so we can know you up in here. Okay? Let yourself be known so we can know you up in here. Because you know what? Believe it or not, as a Gentile out there, if you get a chance to hang out with niggas like us, that's going to be the only time you actually really know what real brotherhood and sisterhood is. Because the Gentiles as a whole, you can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted. Look what you've done to the whole world. Look what you've done to nature. Look what you've done to the animals. Poisoning people with food, turning people into vampires and cannibals, stealing everybody's land, putting everybody in slavery, and just being a horrible human being. You cannot be trusted with power any longer. So the Most High God is raising up his people, and we're going to take the world back from you by force. And you're going to go kicking and screaming in chains and fetters of iron. Guess what? Ronald Reagan going in the chains. Donald Trump going in the chains. Your favorite pope, your favorite Christian pastor going in the chains. Think about all the great revolutionaries, George Washington going into chains. All of your heroes, nigga, going into chains. Kicking and screaming. I'm not going to try to clean it up. I'm not going to try to preserve your feelings. No, you're going into hardcore bondage. And it ain't going to be no love involved neither. Does chains and fetters of iron sound like love? That's going to be very painful. And it serves you right for what you did and what you are still doing. Now, again, now I'm speaking to the little itty bitty remnant of Gentiles out there that want to cleave to us. Do you want to cleave to the truth? Come on over to the 12 tribes of Israel and we are going to teach you the truth. My people are the only ones that know the truth. If you just think, oh, I'm a Gentile, I can just do this thing on my own. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because you don't have a covenant. You're going to have to cleave to the Most High's chosen people. That's your only escape. To be honest, the 12 tribes of Israel is the Christ. For you Gentiles out there, my nation, the Israelites, are your Messiah. You got to cleave to us. As painful as that may be. And I know many of you Gentiles say, I'm not cleaving to no niggas. No problem with me. We'll see you in slavery then, brother. We'll see you when we put you in that cabbage field and chain you up. That's when we'll see you. Okay? The choice is yours. I'm getting ready to read these comments, right? I'm not going to keep y'all too long, but I want y'all to know, okay? Because of the abuse that is taking place on this land, many people have yet to understand what season we living in. United States of America, the government, the U.S. Army, CIA, FBI, police, it's all getting ready to get shut down. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. All you got to do is live long enough, Hebrew. The U.S. government, I'm talking senators, delegates, Democrats, Republicans, the CIA, FBI, the police, the Army, the Navy, Air Force, all of it. Believe it or not, them niggas are going to get deported. And guess what? I know somebody right now, you saying, what? That nigga Mr. Real Talk must be on heroin or something. He's out of his black mind. All you got to do is live long enough. And some of y'all, right, I understand. You like, man, he's hard on the immigrants. He's hard on the immigrants. You know why? Many of you don't understand what's going on. But since I do, and I'm your brother, I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I got a serious problem with the immigrants, okay? And matter of fact, you see the title of this video, the U.S. government, the FBI, CIA, U.S. Army, the Air Force, all of those establishments, the, what do you call the people who tax your money and take your money? U.S. government, whatever branch they fall under. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. They all are going to be deported, okay? That's why I'm so damn hard on these immigrants, all right? Because I know what's going on. Listen to me, Hebrew. From all of your churches to all of your government systems, like I said, need I repeat it again? The U.S. government, I can just say that by itself. That covers everything. The whole entire United States government. Believe it or not, they're going to get deported. Okay? You might not think it's going to happen right now, but guess what? When my words hit their mark, any of us who are still alive when that thing comes full fruition, you're going to be like, hey, yo, I remember my brother, Mr. Real Talk, said that the U.S. government, do y'all know how big that is, family? Do you know how big that is? I'm talking the U.S. government. Do you know all the stuff that entails? The IRS, the FBI, CIA, the police. They're all going to be deported. Okay? How do I know this? I know how what you call now United States of America got started. In the same way it got started, it's the same way it's ending right now. Believe it or not, it's already underway. Okay? All of the immigrants, the U.S. government, the U.S. Army, the CIA, FBI, what else? The Marines, the IRS, all of it. It all got started at the command and the behest of the Pope. How many of y'all out there know that? Not just the people on this channel. How many people in America, how many people in the world knows that every single religion on American soil, the whole entire U.S. government, including the FBI, CIA, what else? U.S. Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the IRS, every single government organization you can think of, the delegates, the Democrats, Republicans, all of them, senators, ATF, every single institution that you can think of. How many people on planet Earth know that they all are here on orders and commands of the Pope? How many people out there know that? And the same way that this place got started in that sense, because we know before these animals came over here, we was already here. We've been here since the days of the Old Testament, okay? But what we call now the United States of America, this is not our land no more because the Pope took it from us, okay? And then he had all these religions and the whole entire infrastructure of the U.S. government. They all are employees of the Pope. How many people knew that? In the same way that this place, the business, when the Pope showed up and it's all his goons, the same way this place got started is the same way it's going to end. And believe it or not, it's already shutting down. You see, most of you only looking at the mass deportation. You're looking at it on the low level, okay? It got to start somewhere, and it's starting with Joe Blow at the low level. But when this thing goes all the way played out, the whole entire U.S. government. They getting the hell up out of here, believe it or not. I know right now you're saying, no way. No way, Mr. Real Talk. Impossible. No way. But you know what? I bet you if you're saying that, I bet you don't know how America got started. Not the America that we lived in the Old Testament days. I'm talking about the United States of America today as you and I know it is a business, and it's all under contract, and it's owned by the CEO, the Pope. He's the one who started this business, okay? And now in 2014, he gave his employees, which is the United States government, the FBI, the CIA, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marines, the Navy, IRS, all of that crap. Their father, their boss, the filthy, stinking Pope, gave them their marching orders, and he told them, hey, the business operation is over. And if you think I'm lying, we did a video on this channel probably about, we did a live stream a couple of days ago about just what I'm telling you right now. Yeah, it was kind of long. It was almost about 3 hours long, okay? Matter of fact, when this live stream right here ends and it uploads, I'm going to post a link to that live stream we did a couple of days ago, about 3 hours long. Take your chance at your leisure and go through it. And if you don't have time to watch that, just cut to the chase and go and Google civilian orders from the Pope in 2014. I'm sorry, civil orders from the Pope in 2014. He wrote the letter. Basically, you know what a cease and desist order is? The Pope, who is the owner and CEO of America, go do your homework. The Pope is the owner and the CEO of the business corporation named America. In 2014, this was not a request. Okay? Just like to start this business of America wasn't a request. The Pope sent out orders and they came over here, stole our land and got it cracking. And now, just like we did the other day, was it yesterday? We read Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Oh no, was that the day before? Ecclesiastes chapter 3. There is a time and a place for everything. The Pope knew he had a certain amount of time to reign, rule, conquer, and destroy on our land, which is part of the promised land. He knew it had a certain amount of time. And he knows something that me and you never knew. That time is up. And just like he started the business in America, in 2014, civil orders. You know what orders mean? Order is a command, not a request. He basically wrote a cease and desist to all of the United States of America business. You know, like the U.S. government, the U.S. Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the police, the IRS. Oh, yes, they're all going to get deported, y'all. And the Pope said it's in writing, not my words, from the man who runs America, believe it or not. It's already written in orders that the government, the Army, the Navy, IRS, any kind of organization like that, not only will they be deported back to where they come from, they also will be deported to places that they don't even come from, third world countries. Not my words. It came from their daddy, their boss, which is the Pope. America is finished. Okay? The business part, and everybody got to get the hell up out of here. The Pope knows that, even though you and I didn't know that, because many of our people never knew that America was a literal business and the CEO was the Pope. Most of our people don't know that. But guess what? It doesn't matter what we know, because we're not the owners of this place on paper no more. The Pope, when he came in with all these European killers, and they seized this place and they did their thing. But now it's time to shut down business. 2014 civil orders. When you get a chance to get off of here, you go look that up and read that and watch your jaw drop. Or you can come back on here and click the link and watch the video live stream I did a couple of days ago, about 3 hours long. Civil Orders 2014. Go look it up. Pope Francis. Cease and desist. Letting you know also a lot of these niggas gonna get deported and a lot of them gonna get thrown in prison. You know why? Because the US government, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the IRS have all been committing crimes against who? The Pope straight up told you they've been committing crimes against the indigenous people of America. The whole entire government, they're going to get kicked out and they're going to go to prison, some of them. Some of them going to go to foreign countries where they're not even from. Not my orders, the Pope's orders. And in case some of y'all don't know, what that nigga says goes, okay? Not my words. What that nigga says goes. How you think the U.S. government got set up? How you think the IRS got set up? The whole entire IRS is nothing but a bunch of damn thugs, criminals. And they get ready to get the hell up out of here. All we got to do is live long enough. Right now, you're watching on the low. Right now, you are watching on the low level. So you see Joe Blow immigrants, oh, they're kicking me out. They're kicking me out. It got to start somewhere, okay? All the people that don't belong here, they're going to get the hell up out of here. Even though a lot of you don't even understand because you've been abused so long. You just say, well, hey, that's just the way it is. Hell no. The Pope know it's not just the way it is. The Pope, he gave orders, y'all. If you don't understand what America truly is and who runs it, what I'm saying to you is not going to make sense until you understand. Okay? You got to understand that every single religion in America, every single government agency in America is only here because of the Pope. Guess what that means? The U.S. government is an illegal immigrant entity. The FBI, guess what that is? Illegal immigrant entity, criminal entity. The police, illegal criminal entity. The IRS, illegal criminal entity. Every single religion making you drink blood, illegal criminal entity. The U.S. Army, illegal criminal entity. They all are going to leave. Not because I say so, because their dad is the one who got them to come over here. And now that nigga in 2014, civil orders gave the command. He's basically telling them, pack your shit, run for the hills. Or else. Or else what? Hebrews, y'all better know what time it is. You better wake up. It's a time and a place for everything. Sound confirmation, you best be turning back to the Most High God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Okay? What a glorious time to be alive, y'all. I'm about to read some of these comments because I know y'all got some good comments in there because you always do. Shout out to all of the Hebrews scattered into all nations. Again, J.R. Meadows says, let's go, Brody. Tribe of Judah, we got next worldwide unity. That's right. And shout out to you, brother J.R. Meadows. Always good to see you, fam. Earthfield Angel says, Shalom and welcome, brother at Mr. Real Talk and all the family and strangers cleaving to us in sincerity. That's right. And yo, shout out to you, Earthfield Angel, because I know it got to be like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever time it is where you at. Shout out to you. I did not expect to see you in here tonight, fam. We got SP. SP says, Shalom, family. What's going on, SP? Always good to see you. Melissa Yisrael says, blessings, Mr. Real Talk and family. Blessings to you, Melissa Yisrael, and blessings to everybody in this live chat. Even if you're not saying nothing, blessings to you. And if you're on the playback, blessings to you. Can you dig it? SP says, just watched the video about Trump admitting who the 14th Amendment is for. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, y'all. And see, people can like Donald Trump, hate him. It really doesn't matter to me about Donald Trump. He's just a vessel, and the Most High uses the Gentiles to do his work. He always had. Donald Trump is letting it be known. birthright citizenship was only meant for niggas. You know what that mean? Damn near everybody else in here got to go, including niggas like Donald Trump. Even though he might not have got that memo yet, niggas like Donald Trump gonna have to get the hell up out of here. You think Donald Trump is supposed to be over here on our land with his Christianity, with his ish loving ways? People like Donald Trump have destroyed this country. They've destroyed planet Earth. You think that nigga supposed to be over here? Hell no. Him and others like him, believe it or not, they're all going to go. Okay? Mark my words. All we got to do is live long enough. It's already starting, y'all. And you know, a lot of these other nations here on our land, oh, they hot about that. What do you mean 14th Amendment is only for descendants of slaves? Yeah, only for us. You know what that means? By default, everybody else is illegal. And see, when you understand that everybody is illegal, Donald Trump is illegal. The U.S. government is illegal. There should be no such thing as a U.S. government. If everybody in the U.S. government don't look like me and you, that means they're all illegal and they get ready to go. Believe it or not, every senator, every delegate, okay, the Department of Treasury, Department of Labor, okay, slave overseers is all they are. The police. Think about the police, how much carnage they have wreaked on the Israelites in America. Every police has to go. Period. The police are not your friend. The police are an illegal immigrant entity. We did not set up the police. That means they're illegal. The Pope is the one who set them up. Just like the Pope is the one who set up slavery. All these niggas get ready to go. Like it or not, time to go. Your daddy gave you your marching papers. 2014 civil orders, Pope Francis. Go check it out, y'all. And that's why all this hysteria is happening right now. The Pope tried to warn his company workers. Hey, y'all, we've extended our welcome. We stayed a little too long. Close down shop and run. That's what he basically wrote them. Go read it, though. Don't believe me. Go read it for yourself. Or you can watch the video. I'm going to leave the link after this thing uploads. Earth Healing Angel says, family, let's help our brother's channel out by hitting the like, share, and subscribe and notification bell to get this live and channel into the algorithm. It helps to reach the 12 tribes. That's right. Thank you for that, Earth Healing Angel. And we are definitely trying to reach those 12 tribes. Brother J Meadows says, appreciate your work and wise intake for the Most High's teachers. Hey, Brother J Meadows, I appreciate you and I appreciate every last one of y'all who comes to these lives and comes to the playbacks, because all of us have a certain kind of energy. And right now, I see a magical number, 1212. 12 people watching, 12 likes. That's a sign right there from the Most High, 1212. Take those numbers, dive into the scriptures. Also, today when I was out, I saw 4444 and I saw 333. When I get off here with y'all, before I pass out for the rest of the night, I'm going to take those numbers, 4444, and I'm going to take 333 and probably 1212, dive into the scripts a little bit and see what I come up with. I know it's something in there, okay? I know it's something in there. The Most High is amazing. Yes, He is. He is amazing. Yeah. Earth Healing Angel says, at J Meadows and SP, Melissa Yisrael, Abiyah, Shalom, and all joining us from around the globe. That's right, because we scattered into every single nation. Shout out to my niggas out there in the Bahamas. Yeah, Trinidad, Jamaica, Tobago, Egypt, Ethiopia, Angola, Turkey, Morocco, Israel, Russia, China, Uruguay, Australia. I see you, nigga. Shout out to all y'all out there. I'm your brother, Mr. Real Talk in America, holding it down for our American side of the family. And soon, we all gonna be united, y'all. And we ain't gonna have to come on here and do lives no more, because we all gonna be in arm's reach of each other. Okay? Oh, it's going down. It is going down. Abiyah says Shalom and Mr. Real Talk at J Meadows, at SP, at Melissa Yisrael. family, barakas to you all. Shalom to you, Abiyah, and barakas to you and every last one of yous out there. Shout out to all the Hebrews up in New York City, surrounded by the wickedness going on in New York City. New York is one of the most wickedest towns, one of the most wickedest cities on planet Earth. We got one of the brothers, Jason Edwards, up there in NYC. Shout out to Jason Edwards, wherever you are. Hope you can catch this on the playback. If you're not in here right now, brother Jason Edwards holding it down for NYC, one of the most wickedest cities in America, one of the most wickedest cities in the world. Okay? Shout out to all our family in New York, California, Florida, DC, Maryland, Philly, Wisconsin, Chicago, Ohio, Denver, Missouri, Utah, Seattle. Shout out to GOZ out there on the West Coast. Shout out to the whole GOZ family out there. Shout out to Zamron the servant, Joshua the Levite. Shout out to brother Gabam and Yah. Shout out to all the Hebrews out there. Too many to name. If I ain't said your name, trust me, I just can't remember all the homies right now. All the wonderful women out there. Shout out to Tessa Yah. Y'all go subscribe to Tessa Yah's channel. That sister is on fire for the Most High, doing her thing. Yeah. And yeah, hey, Melissa Yisrael, I seen that video you did today. What was the name of it? I think it was about idols and teraphim and all that. No sacrifice, idols and teraphim. I can't remember the title, but yo, that video was a banger. I saw that video right before I got on here to do that live. Melissa Yisrael, you knocked it out of the pizzazz. Yes, you did. Good work. Good work. And barakas to all of y'all. Y'all know a nigga got much love for y'all. I wouldn't be on here if I didn't, right? J.I. Meadow says, thumbs up, people, upon entering. Please hit the like button. Thumbs up. Appreciate you, brother. J.I. Meadow says, okay, thump, where our money? You're right. Where is our money? And we're going to get our reparations. Abiel says, Shalom, and welcome to all the Gentiles that want to cleave to Yasserah. Welcome. Yes. And if y'all are out there, you got to be out there somewhere because the Most High said y'all out there. Make yourself known. I told you, we're not going to attack you, all right? We're not. We ain't going to attack you. King David, what's good, bruh? King David says, didn't let me know you was live on my end. You see that? See, that's why we always wait a few minutes when we start going live, because YouTube likes to play these little games. They do not want us coming together because it's a certain kind of energy when people like us come together. And YouTube is terrified of that. YouTube, the whole people behind YouTube, you're getting deported. Everybody behind the scenes of YouTube, you're getting deported and you're going into captivity because you're a monster. And you're going to pay for hiding people's channels, for blocking people's comments, for chopping up the live when we trying to read and study. You're going to pay. And it's going to be brutal too. Hallelujah. All praises for your brutal destruction, which is soon at hand. We ain't playing with you niggas no more. King David says, Tab X, everyone, strength emoji. That's right, King David. That's right. Tab X to you, brother King David. A mighty warrior in Israel. King David is a young lion out there. Y'all go subscribe to King David's channel. Subscribe to Earth Healing Angels channel. Subscribe to Melissa Yisrael's channel. Everybody is on here that got a channel. If we don't know you got a channel, speak up, let us know so we can come subscribe. Because we know everybody in this live chat is about the Most High and Him only. We all we got, y'all. We are all we got. J.I. Meadow says, Brother Dana is definitely one. And you know what? Brother Dana is a very cool guy. He's a very cool guy. I like that brother. And you know what? I'm sure that many of his brothers and sisters hate his guts. And see, that's something you got to be prepared for. As a so-called Gentile out there, if y'all want to cleave to us, this is what you got to know. Your people are going to turn on you. They're going to hate you. You know what they're going to do? They're going to say stuff like, nigga lover. He's a nigger lover. Okay? Y'all better understand. A lot of these heathens and Gentiles, they will destroy their own people. Once they see their people are trying to rock out with us, they got no problem putting their own brothers and sisters to death. They hate us that much, y'all. They'll put their own brothers and sisters to death for rocking with us. Okay? They sure enough will. This is serious. And if y'all don't know who J.R. Meadows is talking about, Brother Dana is a so-called white man, a so-called Caucasian. But every time I see him, he's coming out and he's unapologetically telling the truth. And he's telling people to turn to the Most High. And he's telling people that they've been treating niggas like trash. And he's telling people that niggas are the Hebrews. But of course, nobody wants to hear Dana. His own people going to hate his guts and so forth. Shout out to Brother Dana. Earthfield Angel says, Todd Dexter, King David, welcome. We got Chief Annie Jelohai. And he says, Shalom, King. Shalom to you, Chief. Good to see you, brother. Avion says, at J.R. Meadows and at King David, Tavex. Yes. And hope you're having a wonderful day, Brother Chief Angelo High. Hope you're having a great day, fam. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Because you could be anywhere else, doing anything else. It's Saturday night. You know what that means, especially here in America, probably around the world, but definitely here in America. Nigga, Saturday night is go time. It's a million things you can be doing out there instead of being right here with me, with your brother, and other brothers and sisters. It's a million things all of us could be doing. But for some reason, we find ourselves wanting to come together and talk about all kind of things that pertain to godliness and righteousness and the future of all of us. What a time to be alive, fam. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else except with y'all. I wish that we all could be in a building or somewhere in a backyard right now, just chopping it up, enjoying the night. You feel me? Earthfield and Angel says, strangers, you are welcome here. Please have a respectful heart towards our family, Yasharal, in order to cleave. That's right. That's right. And once again, all you Gentiles and strangers, you're going to find out. Coming over here and joining us, you ain't never had brotherhood or sisterhood like you can have if you come hang out with us. This is what it is. You think you know what brotherhood and sisterhood is, you don't. Because your people, for the most part, they're monsters. And they're backstabbers, violent betrayers. You don't really know what it's like to be around people who can actually be trusted. That's why it's up to the 12 tribes of Israel to show the whole entire world what it's like when people come together who can actually be trusted, which is us. Okay? Abiah says, Shalom at Chief Angelo High, welcome. J.R. Meadows says, everybody check out Brother Dana, please. Facts, J.R. Meadows. King David says, and it's going to hurt too. Worse than what we had. Should have never took it away too far. Zechariah 1:15. All facts, King David. And you know what? We're going to have to read that, King David. We're going to have to read that. Let me see. We're going to have to read that, King David. Let me see. Where was that at? Zechariah 1:15. Oh, yeah, we got to read that, bro. We gotta read it, read it. We gotta read it. Oh, okay, you already posted it in here, my God. King David says, but I am very, very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security, like America. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. You see that? So now you getting ready to catch the full blowback. And believe it or not, because I understand, right? Some of the sisters out there, I talked to sisters before, and I talk about putting these other nations in slavery, and some of the sisters be like, I don't really like that part. Look, I get it. But these niggas are going into slavery, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be way worse than what we had. They're going to get double. Can you imagine being done double dirty? What they did to us, they're going to get it double. Not my words. That's why nobody can stop this. It's going to happen. And guess what? The Israelite warriors, we ain't going to shed a tear. We're not going to feel sorry. You know what we're going to do? We're going to praise Yahweh when we can put you in chains. We're going to whip the skin from your back. Obadiah, nigga. As you have done, so shall it be done. And I don't want to see nobody crying. I don't want to see nobody say, oh no, Ak is too rough. Ak, this sounds hateful. Ak, didn't you hear Ecclesiastes chapter 3? There is a time for love and it's a time for hate as well. The Israelites are very intelligent. I ain't got to tell you who you need to hate or when you need to hate. The Most High will lead you if you turn to Him and Him only. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it ain't no way getting out of that. There's a time for love and there is a time for hate. There's a time and a place to hate something and to hate somebody. The Most High show you who it is. The warriors we know, and we ain't gonna act like we don't either. We gonna put the mash down on you niggas out there for what you done to us, and we gonna take the kingdom by force, and we gonna chain up all your heroes, all the people you look up to and admire. We gonna, boy, we gonna chain them up and feather them up. I'm putting chains around niggas' head, neck, and chest. I'm gonna get creative. I'm not playing. And I want payback, and I'm gonna get it too. The Most High said, this is an honor to chain up their kings and nobles. He said, all his saints have this honor. So don't talk to me about showing love. I'm gonna show you love when I put you in chains and fetters. When I'm able to walk around with niggas like Ronald Reagan in chains, that's how I'm gonna show them love. And I'm gonna sing that new song that Psalms talk about, and it ain't no love involved. You talking to an Israelite warrior here. If you ain't ready, you better get ready. You putting these niggas in slavery, and that's that. And we ain't gonna cry about it. We ain't gonna say, oh no, you being too rough, Ak. Hell no. Did them niggas take it easy on you? These niggas are the reason that most of y'all had to grow up in the ghetto with no father, on welfare, food stamps, gunshots every night, broken families all over the place. Can't get along to save our lives. Don't talk to me about no love. Don't talk to me about no love. Get love out of chaining somebody up. Putting their kings and nobles. I'm talking Ronald Reagan, George Washington, Donald Trump going into chains and fetters. Yeah. Osama bin Laden, chains and fetters. You think I don't know what people over there have done to the Israelites in the Middle East? You think I don't know how horrible the Israelites are being treated out there? Oh, I know. Everywhere we at, we being treated like crap. That's why it's only a remnant of Gentiles out there that's going to cleave to us. To you, I ain't talking about you, but all of your brothers and sisters, your people, oh, we going to put them through it. So you got a decision to make. If you are a Gentile, you only got one way out. The same way me and my brothers and sisters only got one way out. You're going to have to turn to the Most High God and Him alone. You're going to have to ditch all the blood drinking, the body eating, the in the name of JC. JC is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he's going to get you killed. He's already gotten millions and millions of my people killed. You're going to be killed too, and nobody's going to come to save you. We're trying to warn you. Anybody who watches this live stream, consider yourself warned. Only the Most High God knows how many more warnings we're going to be able to give before it comes all the way down. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. Earthfield Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, all praise to the Most High. You are having an open heart towards the righteous stranger. That is growth and elevation. A Earthfield Angel, all praises to the Most High God. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. There was one time when, look, I didn't want to hear no crap. Don't talk to me about no Gentile at all. Any nigga that's not an Israelite, we're putting them in slavery. I didn't want to hear nothing. You know what? And I understand why a lot of Israelites are like that, because Gentiles cannot be trusted. And you guys have treated us so horribly. That's why a lot of our brothers and sisters, they ain't dealing with you, period. And me, myself, of all people, fully understand that, okay? It's only the Most High God. It's only the Most High God who can let me understand that there's a remnant. And you know what a remnant is? A remnant is so small. It's like somebody having a donut. You ever have one of those powdered donuts and you go and bite into it? You bite into the powdered donut and some crumbs fall off, little white specks. That is a remnant. That's how a little bit of Israelites are going to be saved. And that's how a little bit of Gentiles are going to be able to cleave to the Israelites. The majority of human beings on earth are going to get wiped the hell out, y'all. Cannot make this up. Cannot make this up. Let me read these comments, y'all. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Earth Healing Angel says, love Brother Dana. Earth Healing Angel says, at Chief Angelo High. Welcome and shalom, Elder. Avion says, love Brother Dana too. SP says, trust not thine enemy in the house or outside of it. Facts, SP. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, the only people I trust is the people who turn into the God of the Old Testament and the Old Testament only. I ain't gonna lie. I got major trust issues. Avion says, at SP 100. Earthfield Angel says, at SP, so says the word of Yah. That's right. J.R. Meadow says, I figured you all would be hip 100. Uh-huh. And one thing I got to say after I read these comments about Mr. Esau. I got to tell y'all something about Esau. And it's something I've been thinking about the last couple of days. Well, I'm always thinking about Esau because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. But I'm going to tell y'all something about the devil that the Bible speaks of before I read this, after I read these comments. Earthfield Angel says, yo, I had a dream. Russia came and took Babylon over in control. In my dream, they were hard on the other nations, but more gentle towards Yasharal. And you know what? It's funny that you say that, Earthfield Angel. There's something to be said about Russia, all right? Listen to me now. I don't trust the other nations. I'm not going to pretend like I do. I don't trust them. Okay? That's why they got to have all their power removed. Because we see what the other nations do when they got power. They destroy everything around them. Right? But one thing, I've been doing research, right? And I did find this out. Russia is like the only so-called white nation, even though there's no such thing as white. Russia's like the only so-called white nation that did not colonize niggas and put niggas into slavery. I don't know if y'all know that. I've been digging and searching, looking for dirt on Russia as far as that goes. And as far as what I'm seeing, Russia is the only so-called white superpower. And I say so-called white because there's no such thing as a white person, right? But Russia's so-called white. Russia is the only so-called white superpower that has never colonized or enslaved the niggas. I don't know if y'all know about that, okay? But look into it and you'll find that out to be true. And I say that to say this, right? I don't trust the other nations. But one thing I do understand, Russia never colonized niggas and they never put niggas into slavery. And here's the thing. Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, I'm just telling y'all, I know some of y'all might not like this, all right? But this is the truth. I don't believe that there is any such thing as a good Edomite. I think they're all animals, okay? And you can get mad at me all you want. I don't believe that there is not even one good Edomite out there. And here's why I don't believe that. The Most High God said he's killing every single Edomite. He didn't say, I'm going to kill a lot of Esau. He didn't say, I'm going to destroy most of Esau. Every single Edomite is getting put to death. Not my words. Obadiah says every single Edomite is going to get put to death. Now, a question for anybody out there who thinks that some Edomites are good. If there was a such thing as a righteous Edomite, would Yahweh kill every single one of them? Just something to think about right there. If there was a such thing as a righteous Edomite, would Yahweh kill a righteous Edomite? The book of Obadiah says every single Edomite is going to get put to death. So maybe y'all out there know something I don't. As far as what I can see, it ain't no such thing as a good Edomite. Every one of them getting put to death. But here's the thing. Not every single white person is an Edomite. Yeah, let that sink in. Now, I know that's hard for people to understand, but you got to understand this. Not every so-called person that look like me and you are Israelites. There are millions of people out there who look like you and me. They ain't got nothing to do with the Israelites. Now, I'm telling you, for the most part, I believe that the so-called white man are the Edomites. For the most part. But there are some so-called white people out there, they are not Edomites. That may be hard for people to understand. Okay? Edomites, the Edomites are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You got Edomites out there in the white race, in the so-called Mexican race, in the black race. You got Edomites out there who are blacker than me. And you think that they real niggas, whole time those are Edomites. Not every single person that we call white is an Edomite, okay? And you can also be able to tell by people's spirit if you know how to gauge people's spirit. Not my words. Obadiah says every single Edomite must get put to death. Now, can y'all argue with Obadiah? I know y'all might not like that. And here's what you have to have the wherewithal to be able to understand. I know it's a hard concept because at one time, that concept was kind of hard for me too, okay? But you learn and you grow. Not every single white person is an Edomite. Although a lot of them are, there's a lot of them that are not Edomites, okay? Take some of the so-called Russians, for example. I know there's got to be a good hand of those so-called Russians who are not Edomites. You know, I'll call them what you want. Some people say that they Gomer, not Gomer, Yapeth or Japheth, whatever you want to call it. All I know is from what I see in the scriptures, I ain't never in the scriptures seen a righteous Edomite. Maybe y'all think maybe you think you have, but can anybody on here, if you think that there's a such thing as a good Edomite, can anybody show me in the scripture ever? And it got to come out of the Old Testament where a Edomite was righteous. And if that's the case, then that means that the Most High God is going to kill righteous Edomites. That don't even sound right. I don't think that there's any such thing as a righteous Edomite. I don't believe that. And I've been thinking about that for a couple of days. Well, a lot longer than a couple of days. But it's really been on my mind. Because I know a lot of people don't understand that. Just like people that look at the so-called white man and say they're all Edomites. That's the general consensus, but that's a surface level kind of approach. Just like you can't look at all niggas and say, oh, all the black people are Israelites. Hell no. Hell no. Let me finish reading these comments though, y'all. Earth Healer Angel says, yo, I had a dream. Russia came and took Babylon over in control. In my dream, they were hard on the other nations, but more Gentile towards Yasharal. I ain't got no problem believing that. And also, with all the crazy stuff going on in America, the president of Russia made it known. Specifically, he didn't just say black Americans, but we know that's who he primarily aiming it at. He's basically saying he opened up his borders, and anybody who feels like they've been destroyed and oppressed by the Western world, who else could he be talking about? He said, hey, come on over to Russia and they will basically give you a path to citizenship and roll out the red carpet. Give you incentives and bonuses and all kind of stuff. Why would they do that? You see? Now, of course, I know people going to say, man, I don't trust them. I don't trust the other nations either. But the Most High will use Gentiles to do his bidding. He always has. And also, y'all remember the president of Russia not too long ago, he came out and he was the one to uncover that treasure chest. Although he's saying stuff that me and you already know, saying stuff like the people of the Bible are black, opening up stuff and seeing books, old Bibles and paintings with the people of the Most High are black, the angels are black. It was buried out there in Russia. I'm telling y'all, because Russia used to belong to us too. Can't make none of this stuff up, y'all. So I'm not surprised by that dream you said you had, Earth Healing Angel. Earth Healing Angel says the feeling I had in that dream was real when I saw the Russian soldiers showing up in the United States. Had that dream ending last year or earlier part of the year. I don't dream in vain. Hey, I believe you, fam. Earth Healing Angel said cease and desist reference the Pope's order. Yes. And that's why y'all see me being so damn hard on these immigrants, y'all. The time is up. And it starts at the low level. Joe Blow, immigrant, yeah, ICE is on his ass right now. But this thing is much bigger than Joe Blow. Although Joe Blow got to get the hell out of here too, this thing is going to come. All we got to do is live long enough, y'all. You're going to see the U.S. government get deported because they don't belong on your land, which makes the U.S. government an illegal immigrant. The whole damn, I'm talking White House, Department of Treasury, Department of Labor, those are all illegal entities. Me and you didn't give them permission to come over here and set that shit up, so that means you're an illegal immigrant, U.S. government. Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, George Washington, you're all illegals. Andrew Jackson, you're an illegal immigrant. IRS, you're an illegal immigrant. U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, Air Force, Marines. You are illegal. And you got sent here by your daddy, which is the Pope. And the Pope, the same guy who brought you here, now he's telling you to pack your shit and get the hell out. You know why? Because he knows something that you don't know. You don't know that the Pope owns America, owns every single religion out there. All of them are here under the Pope's orders, every single one of them. And if you think that America can defy the Pope, you really don't know what's going on. That's why I come on here full of vigor and sometimes vehemency toward these illegals, because I know what's going on. And I'm pissed. I am pissed. Whole damn government, nothing but an illegal criminal enterprise. And the Pope said that they will not be above prosecution. Y'all, do you know what that means? The U.S. Supreme Court is an illegal immigrant, y'all. Do you? If y'all only understood what that means, if you did, somebody out there will understand why I'm so damn pissed off. I'm pissed. And I'm not going to feel right until I'm putting niggas in chains around their head, neck, and chest. Ain't no love in that. And it shouldn't be no love in it. It wasn't no love in it when they came over here and did what they did to you. Is it love when they're taking every hard-earned penny that you got to sweat for and taxing you? Do you know that the fact that they're charging you taxes, do you know that that's an illegal criminal racket being performed by an illegal immigrant entity? Do you know what that means? That's a freaking war crime. You paying taxes is a freaking war crime. Do you know that? The Pope knows it. That's why he wrote the cease and desist. Because they had a time where they could just come here illegally and commit crime and set up governments, set up the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army is an illegal terrorist organization. Do y'all know that? The FBI is a terrorist organization. Of course they're going to demonetize. Of course they're going to flag my video. You think I give a damn? I'm pissed. U.S. government, get the hell off my land. U.S. Army, hell off my land. You filthy, stinking IRS, get the hell off my land. You a bunch of damn criminals, illegal criminals at that. That's what the Pope called you niggas, and that's why you're all gonna get deported. You're gonna get the hell off my land. You're an illegal criminal organization. White House, Department of Labor, Department of Treasury, IRS, U.S. Marine, U.S. Navy. You're a freaking criminal. Every last one of you. And just not my words, your own daddy said you all, including the U.S. Supreme Court, nothing but a bunch of illegal criminals. And the Pope said every one of you, not one of you, is above prosecution. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the whole U.S. government being thrown in prison and deported? Can you imagine the Supreme Court being deported and thrown in jail? Can you imagine them being thrown in foreign jails? Not my words. The Pope in the cease and desist order told niggas, oh, it's going down. And it starts at the ground level. I hope y'all understand what you're witnessing right now. All you got to do is live long enough. You're going to see these words hit their mark. It's already starting. Why you think can't nobody stop these deportations? They can kick and scream all they want. It's going down. And ain't nobody gonna stop it neither. The same way nobody didn't stop it when we was being destroyed. It's over, y'all. Period. It is over. Let me read these comments, y'all. Let me read. Earth Feeling Angel says it's 4:17 a.m. here. Good gracious alive. Wow. Hey, Earth Feeling Angel, shout out to you and Abiyah. Earth Feeling Angel says it's 4:17 a.m. here. Abiyah and I got a good sleep and literally just woke up shortly before I saw you going live. All praises to the Most High. Wow. Wow, Earth Feeling Angel. 4:17 on the other side of the world. It's 9:53 around these parts. Earth Feeling Angel says, enough respect to our brother Jason Edwards, NYC, and shout out to GOZ Tribe. That's right. Tessa Yah, Melissa, and all the unmentioned family putting in the righteous work. That's right. Earth Feeling Angel says, Brother Dana is one of the most sincere Gentiles I've seen in many years. I've come across Gentiles who have been fake, saying they Cleveland, but inwardly felt envious of us. Hell yeah. That's why a lot of Israelites just say, look, I'm not dealing with these niggas. And I definitely understand. Because it seems like every time you start to be okay with a Gentile, they stab you in the back. That's what they're known for doing. They're known for it. That's why the Apocrypha tells you, never trust thine enemies. For as iron rusteth, so doth his wickedness. Oh yeah. Incorruptible 144 says, Shalom family, I'm late, but I'm here. Good to see you, Incorruptible 144. Hope all is well. Hey, Hebrews, everybody in here right now, tap on that like button and tap that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And anybody if you're coming in late, if you haven't had a chance to hear the beginning, when this thing uploads, go back and check out the whole beginning, fam. Earth Feeling Angel says many of these trying to cleave still have superiority complex. I call their asses out to their faces. I don't do or talk shit. That's right. We ain't playing with these niggas. Either you gonna cleave or you gonna leave. Period. SP says no consideration for the heathen, those of Esau line who are less than spiritual. It'll be terrible for those of Israel who cleave to them. All facts. Like I said, I don't know of such thing as a righteous Edomite. I've never seen it. And if that is the case, how come the Most High says he's going to kill every single Edomite? It just doesn't add up. But you know what does add up though? Not every single white person is an Edomite. Now understand me, family. I know that might be a very hard pill for a lot of us to swallow. Me, myself, at one point, it was a very hard pill for me to swallow. At one point, I thought every so-called white man and woman was a definite Edomite. And I know every single Edomite is going to be killed. Not my word. Obadiah lets you know. Obadiah is hate mail from the Most High to the Edomites, letting them know every single one of you, you're going to be killed, all right? Not my words. Take it up with Obadiah. I'm not the one who says it. The Most High hates Esau and all of his descendants. He hates them. But what I do understand is not every so-called white person is an Edomite. Some people you're going to be seeing, you think that they black. And you're going to be like, yo, why that nigga getting put into slavery? Because he's an Edomite. Yeah, like I said, I know it may be hard to explain, may be hard to understand. Just like at one point, I thought that all Africans was going to be put into slavery. When I first started to understand the truth, because I know what the Hamites did to us, the Hamites got a hell of a day coming too. They going into hardcore slavery. I used to think that every African was a part of that, right? But not knowing in the beginning that a lot of our brothers and sisters are in Africa as well. So not every so-called African is an African, okay? Not every person that looks like a Hamite is a Hamite. This is the spiritual part, right? Now, of course, physicality, it does matter, but it's much more than skin tone to make somebody an Israelite. And we know for the overwhelming majority of the Israelites, they look like you and me. We know that. But there are some Israelites out there, y'all. I know it's a hard pill. At one point, y'all, this was something that I could not understand either. Okay? But there are some of our brothers and sisters out there who don't look like us, but they are bloodline Israelites. If you can understand that. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Like I said, at one point, it was for me too. Just like I lumped all Africans together in the beginning, right? I thought all Hamites, if they talk like this, oh my brother, you must be a Hamite. I didn't understand what I understand in these days. A lot of our brothers and sisters are over there. And sometimes, look, it's like the Most High almost gave me a built-in radar. Because sometimes I can sniff those Hamites out. They talk like this. And then sometimes I see brothers who talk like this, but they are my brothers and sisters. And I can tell because I can feel their spirit. I've been around real Africans or real Hamites, niggas who hate us. And then I also been around so-called Africans who I'm like, hold up. He talks like this, but that nigga look like me. And sometimes even if he don't look directly like me, he don't look all the way like what you would call an African. And the way that he acts, his spirit, not an act. I'm the Most High has blessed me with the spirit of perception. I know how to feel people's spirit out. It's more than just skin tone. Although we know the overwhelming majority of Israelites are niggas, we know that. But just like not every black person is an Israelite, not every so-called white person is an Edomite. It's it's like Transformers, the cartoon. More than meets the eye. It's real, y'all. It is real. More than meets the eye. Transformers. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let me read, hold up. Let me read. Da-da-da-da. I don't know why I keep singing, y'all. Hanging out with y'all niggas. Earthfield Angel says, holy indignation and hatred are two different things. Hatred that takes over your heart and causes sickness and death to yourself are two different energies. True. Earthfield Angel says, holy indignation get the recompense of Yah being done to the fullest because hatred will have us in our emotions doing our own thing, but holy indignation will destroy the enemies completely, and that is what I'm looking for, praying for, and I can't wait to rejoice for. I want all of my enemies in the dirt, in the dust, in the ground, where they can't grate people no more, kill people no more, and lie to people no more. And that's why every single Edomite will get put to death. Not my words, Obadiah. Hate mail from the Most High God. Earth Feeling Angel says Japheth's spirit is totally different from Esau. Esau will turn on your ass in a moment, even quicker than that. SP says Japheth mixed with him and received the same reward. From my understanding, they'll miss grand at Esau's benefits quicker than we can blink. All nations love themselves some Esau. The Most High hates Esau. And every single Edomite, you're going to get hewn into pieces. Not my words. And I know most people out there, they don't like that and they cannot stomach that. It's going to happen. God hates them. And as far as what I can see in the Old Testament, it ain't no such thing as a good Edomite. And if it was, how come the Most High says he's killing every single one? It doesn't make sense. The only way that makes sense is if it is what the Most High said. Every single Edomite gonna get put to death. Whether they're white, black, Mexican, whatever. Esau is more cunning than what we know. And not only that, we read the other day, somebody brought out, I think was it Daniel chapter 2? They shall mingle themselves with the children of men. We've been glossing over that our whole life, y'all. You know why? Because the Pope told niggas don't read this, don't read that. What do you think Daniel meant when he said, and they will mingle themselves with the children of men? Uh-huh. Something on this earth, it ain't human. I'm talking about it ain't a black person, it ain't a white person. Something much more sinister. Y'all, many of us have yet to understand the kind of planet that we live on. There's something on this earth, and it ain't a man that has been having sex with people, mingle themselves among the children of men. Like I said, that goes over a lot of our head because what we got taught by the demonic Catholic Church. That's why everybody gonna have to get the hell up out of here. The U.S. government, okay, the FBI, CIA, U.S. Army, Navy, Marines, all of them. You gonna get the hell up out of here, believe it or not. All we got to do is live long enough. You're gonna see it. King David says, America gonna get nuked. If my dream wasn't a false one, when I was a kid, old white man was like, we caused this. I remember speaking about this few years back. When I said I felt alone, I meant it was nothing. It's serious out here. Everybody been having all kind of dreams, y'all. Whether you've had them recently or a few years ago, those dreams hit different now when you recall them, y'all. We living in a different time, y'all. Get yourself ready. Get your heart ready. Get your spirit ready. Get prepared. All you got to do is live long enough. I'm telling y'all, ever since 2020, the Most High been getting my spirit ready to one day to walk out into the streets and see nothing but dead bodies all around. That has been on my mind since 2020. I know that it's going to happen. All we got to do is live long enough, y'all. All we got to do is live long enough. And for anybody out there who doubts this, when that day happens, some of you out there right now, you struggle with the fact, asking yourself, I mean, I think the Most High is with me. I think that He loves me. I mean, I'm trying to turn back to Him. Some of us are not going to really realize how much the Most High loves us until you come outside and you look around and everything you can see, everybody is dead except you. And you're going to say to yourself, dang, you're going to be stepping over. Probably going to be no room to walk. So many dead bodies over the place. And in that moment, you're going to ask yourself, not ask yourself, you're going to talk to yourself and say, the Most High must love me. Because how come everybody else where I'm at is dead? I'm looking, I don't see any people that are alive. All I see is dead bodies. And you're going to have to walk and walk around and step over. Only the Most High knows how many dead bodies. When a day like that happens, and it will, you're going to know that the Most High loves you in that day. And it might not be as far as what some of us think. That's why I'm making these videos and I'm not playing no damn games, y'all. We ain't got no time to play these games no more at all. Airfield and Angel says Russians are Japa. They are a Turkic people. Avia and I lived in Turkey. Turkey among Japa. They are different from Esau, and you can tell the Edomite ones among them the same foul damn spirit. Oh yeah, Esau has a spirit on him, y'all. He does. And he can't shake it. And look, that's why some of these niggas, y'all, I don't care if they're niggas in America, niggas in Jamaica, niggas in Mexico, tethering themselves to the real niggas. Those are black Edomites. And see, we've been looking at this all wrong. We've been looking at some of these niggas and being like, oh, this nigga's a sellout nigga. No, he's not. He's a dark-skinned Edomite. He just looked like you and me. I'm telling y'all, if we only understood, y'all, and that part of Daniel where it says, mingle themselves among the children of men, but they won't mix like iron and clay. That wasn't just with so-called white people, y'all. You got Hamites, Africa, y'all. They got stories of other entities coming down and mingling, sexing them up. I'm telling y'all, that's what Daniel is talking about. But we've been taught to gloss over that. If you read Enoch, you can't gloss over it. But the Pope told you don't read Enoch. A lot of those Spaniards too. Something got in them. Same thing with Hamites. Something came and did the business with them. I'm telling you, this world is much more wicked and diabolical than you ever could know, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that we still don't know, y'all. If we knew everything, y'all, some of us would just pass the hell out because it's too heavy. It's too deep. It's like a sci-fi horror movie. Real talk. King David says, it's something about them Russian. My supervisor is a Russian. Nigga be happy to see black people. Dude was like, man, F them Jews, the real Jews, brown people. I was laughing, but he still believed it's a brown JC. But the real Christ is David, so some of them is getting tricked. Facts. King David says they want to corrupt everyone, even other nations who mind their business. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Earthfield and Angel says, at King David, they always smiling big when they see me and Abiyah. They have the vault with all the Negro prophets, Mr. Putin, open to the public. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Now look, all these other white superpowers out here, you think America don't know about that? How come America didn't come out there and let that information out? You want to know why? Because like I said, not every single white person is an Edomite. Now we know for the most part, the Edomites primarily make up the so-called white race. And I say so-called because there's no such thing as a white race. Esau made up all these different names, changed the land names, changed people's racial identity. All that is brought to you by Esau. That's why every single Edomite will get put to death. Make no mistake about it. Look, I'm not going to lie. I despise the Edomites. King David hates the Edomites. King David said, do not I hate them with a perfect hatred? King David's hatred was perfect for the Edomites, and it was righteous too. Who you think you are to go and love somebody who your father hates? Yahweh hates the Edomites, not some of them, all of them. That's why every single Edomite gonna get put to death. It ain't no such thing as a good Edomite. And if anybody out there think that there's a good Edomite out there, show me a good Edomite in the Old Testament. It doesn't exist. There is no hope for the Edomites. I haven't seen no hope in the Torah and the Tanakh. I have not seen not even a lick of hope for the Edomites. If you're an Edomite, you're doomed, and rightfully so. But once again, I gotta make it be known, not every single white person is an Edomite. But of course, Esau wants you to think that because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Whole time, you looking at every single white person as an Edomite, not knowing you got dark-skinned Edomites in Brooklyn, in D.C., in Detroit, gunning niggas down every single night under the guise, under the cover of black-on-black violence. And you'll never know. Nigga, that's Edomite on Israelite violence. The streets of Washington, D.C., niggas banging out whenever. And everybody sees them and say, oh, black on black crime. Not even knowing that some of these niggas out here are Edomites. Can't make none of this up, y'all. This thing is deep, y'all. And on top of that, you got people out here walking the earth. They're not Israelites. They're not Edomites. They are not human, period. But nobody wants to talk about that. We gloss right over that in the book of Daniel. And they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. Why would it say something like that? Mingle themselves with the seed of men. You're not a man yourself? Letting you know that something that was not human came and got busy. I'm telling y'all, it's diabolical, y'all. It is diabolical. This world is nothing like what we think it is, y'all. Straight up lies, y'all. Period. Earthfield and Angel says, at King David, they always smiling big when they see me and Abiyah. They have the vault with all the Negro prophets, Mr. Putin, open to the public. Yeah. I'm going to tell you just off what I perceive about the Edomites. I don't believe that an Edomite would do something like that. I don't believe that the Edomites would open up the vault with the Negro prophets and all that and the Negro angels. I just don't think that an Edomite would do that. Why would an Edomite do that? Edomites are all about whitewashing everything. Just my personal view, though. You know, King David says 100 at Earthfield and Angel. I don't trust no enemy, but with them you got to dig and go out your way to find a Russian that just so-called racist towards us, but other nations let it be known. Facts. And I know, trust me, y'all, I know that may be a hard pill for some of us to swallow, because all of the dirt that the Gentiles have done to us. So we gotta put them under a heavy microscope. But when you start really examining all around them, you're gonna see Not every single white person is an Edomite. Earth Feeling Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, I am against no family for being righteous indignation. I'm just warning how a certain energy of hatred can be distracting like it did to Killmonger and Black Panther. I feel you, Earth Feeling Angel. Earth Feeling Angel says, we lose wisdom in hatred, but holy indignation, we understand the assignment and can carry out Yah's judgment clear-headed. I'm just speaking wisdom in our judgment. I get you, Earth Feeling Angel. But I gotta tell you, I despise every single Edomite. Just like King David. King David says, I have a perfect hatred. And you know, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, there is a time to hate. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but Ecclesiastes 3, it lets us know, oh, there's a time for hatred. And who do you think that's talking about? It ain't talking about you and me hating each other. So who is that talking about? And we're always to hate wickedness. So there's never a time to turn it off and on. But Ecclesiastes chapter 3 let you know. Sometimes it's time to love. Sometimes it's time to hate. God says he hates every single Edomite. King David says, I hate them with a perfect hatred. King David despises his enemies. You're not to go out and be emotional though. You to practice emotional intelligence and emotional restraint. But there is a time and a place to hate somebody. The Israelites are pretty smart. I ain't got to tell y'all who you need to hate. I'm not going to tell you who to hate or when to hate. Just know that there is a time to hate. Not my words, Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And a man after God's own heart says, I hate them with perfect hatred. No holes in his hatred. King David's hatred was perfect. And King David knew there's a time and a place to hate somebody. Oh yeah. And guess when that time is? When it's war time, when it's go time. It ain't no time to straddle the fence. But I do understand. See, it's a certain kind of thing. You can have your own personal hatred, and then you can have godly, perfect hatred, like King David had. King David had perfect hatred. He said, I count them all mine enemies. And he hated them with a perfect hatred. Not so. His hatred was perfect. And the Most High God says he hates them all. At all times. It's never been a good Edomite, y'all. Airfield Angel says, my bad. Joshua the Levite says, at Mr. Real Talk, Todd Vex and chat. Todd Vex to you, Joshua the Levite, and Todd Vex to every single person out there on the live and on the playback. King David says, but them soy sauce eating, them soy sauce eating ass, them super ops think y'all don't like Edomites. He want to BK all Moabites. Bad. That's another group with no hope. The Moabites, and a lot of the Moabites, they are like this with the Edomites. Earthfield Angel says, at King David, exactly. Not all are pure towards us 100. I can only speak on my experience being a travel woman living among these people abroad or traveling to their countries. I agree. Earthfield Angel says, at Joshua the Levite, a very warm welcome and shalom. Earthfield Angel says, our sun is now coming up at 4:54 a.m. Good gracious. Hey, yo. Hey, Earthfield Angel, I cannot imagine. Right now, it's 10:16 East Coast time. So right now, I'm trying to imagine basically what it would be like for me waking up early in the morning to a live stream. That's crazy. I can only imagine how this feels to you and Aviar right now being on here at 5 o'clock in the morning. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And shout out to you for, I was going to say for being up this late, or should I say being up this early. Whatever you want to call it, staying up late, staying up early. Shout out to you, Earthfield Angel and Aviar. It's crazy. Earthfield Angel says, Brother Dana could be Japheth. I'm definitely thinking that that's probably what he is, Earthfield Angel. I definitely cannot see him being an Edomite because Edomites don't have that kind of spirit. Edomites don't have that kind of spirit. I definitely think that he's a Japite. KC Bat Yah says, Shalom, Mr. Real Talk and Chat. Well, a good shalom to you, KC Bat Yah. Hope all is well with you and everybody else out there. To all the 12 tribes of Israel who have been here, shout out to you. If we got any Gentiles in here and you know you a Gentile, come on out, say something. I know some of y'all come over here and watch. Say something. We not gonna attack you. I know it's only a handful of you, but we ain't gonna attack you. We gonna welcome you in and we gonna tell you the truth and we gonna teach you the truth. Why? Because the Most High God said that y'all was gonna be out there in the end times and that y'all was gonna come and cleave on to us. And we see around here, we trying to do things the right way. Not my way, not your way. Around here, all of us understand. We want to do things the way that Yahweh said. Yahweh said it was going to be a remnant of Gentiles that cleave to the house of Israel. So if you do that, we're going to accept you. All right? Not because we want to, not because we made up that teaching, but because we want to actually do what Yahweh says. And that's why we going to do that. Doing what Yahweh says, in the end, y'all, it works out for everybody involved. Okay? Britt Brad says, my nephew is Ginger, straight Israel baby boy. I don't know what ginger, I don't know what ginger means. But shout out to you, Britt Brad. Good to see you up into his house. Hope all is well with you. Earth and the Angel says, at Britt Brad, Shalom and welcome. That's right. Joshua the Levite says, at Earth and the Angel, Shalom, Aqua. Britt Brad has heart-loving emojis. Earth and the Angel says, Nephilims and Homo sapiens. And see, your church, I don't care what church you go to, your church ain't gonna never tell you this. Because some of your church leaders are Nephilim. They ain't gonna tell you that. Believe it or not, some of your church leaders are not human. I know that may be hard. You be like, what? Is that nigga on angel dust? Is Mr. Real Talk on angel dust or heroin? No, I'm not. Some of your church leaders, some of your popes even, I know some of them niggas were not human. You ain't got to believe me though. And I'm not going to get mad at you if you don't believe me because we don't do stuff like that over here. Isaiah 52 and 8, we're not all going to agree on everything. The one thing that we better agree on though is Yahweh only. If you don't agree with Yahweh only, then yeah, we'll cast you off. We're going to cast you off in love though, but you're getting cast off nonetheless. We can't be around people who are drinking blood and eating niggas' bodies because we don't want that crap rubbing off on us. Earth Feeling Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, King David has an image on his post of nukes falling, and some of us were not touched. It was very profound. I think I seen that, but I'm going to double back and check to make sure. King David be coming with some fire posts, y'all. Abiyah says, Shalom at Incorruptible 144, at Joshua the Levite, KC Bad Yah, and Britt Brad. KC Bad Yah says, at Abiyah, loving emoji. I love the brotherhood and sisterhood over here. Hit them like buttons, y'all, if you haven't already. Britt Brad says, hey, Abiyah, good evening. Abiyah says, at KC Bad Yah, heart-loving emoji. Abiyah says, at Joshua the Levite, rose emoji. Britt Brad gives another heart emoji. Abiyah says, at Britt Brad, good evening. King David says, at Earth Healing Angel. Earth Feeling Angel says chocolate covered Edomite. Yes. And see, most of our people never going to consider that. And I know for a fact, some of these camps like IUIC, I know they got some chocolate covered Edomites in there. I know that they do. Nobody will ever even think like that or even question them. IUIC got like one of the largest camps and they're all over the world spreading lies. Getting brothers and sisters put to death by turning them into idolaters and vampires. You think some of them niggas in IUIC don't know what they're doing is wrong? I know that some of them niggas know what they're doing is wrong. But they're here because of the Pope. Dark-skinned Edomites leading you astray. And you'll never question them being an Edomite. Why? Because they look like us. This thing is much more deeper than skin color, y'all. Earthling Angel says, when I lived in Jordan, as soon as you enter Esau's jurisdiction, it says, welcome to Idumea. What the hell? Earthling Angel, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Earthling Angel? Straight up admitting it. When I lived in Jordan, as soon as you enter Esau's jurisdiction, it says, welcome to Idumea. What the hell? The big sign letting you see where the Amalekites and Esau's offspring. Oh my gosh. They're that bold out there, standing in their boldness, huh? Wow. And you know what? So many of our people don't know what's what and what's who. Some of our people will see that sign, welcome to Idumea. They have no idea what or who that is. The Most High is going to kill every single Idumean, y'all. He hates them. Isaiah says, I think it's Isaiah 33 or 34, the great sword is going to come down upon the people of Idumea. Oh my gosh. Wow. Earth Healing Angel says, family, it's a different thing when you are literally living among the people Yah talks about in Torah and Tanakh. You sense and experience the ancestral hatred in spirit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just like I can feel a lot of these devil spirit in America. These filthy, stinking Edomites. I'm telling you, I'm sick of them. I'm tired of looking at them. I want them gone. And so does the Most High God. I want them in chains and fetters where they belong. That's where Esau belongs. Every single one of them. King David says, imagine everyone at once on Yah arrival. You hear, I had enough, loud and angry. Ow. You right, King David. It's going to be terrified. Brother Gabar Yah, warrior of Ephraim, says, Shalom, kings and princesses of Zion. Shalom to you, brother. Good to see you, fam. Earth Healing Angel says, at Gabar Yah, warrior of Ephraim. Shalom and welcome, brother. Gabar Yah says, at Earth Healing Angel. Earth Healing Angel says, we are full daylight now at 5:17 a.m. All praises to the Most High God. 5:17 a.m. Full-blooded daylight already. Wow. Wow. And over here, East Coast, it is 10:25 p.m. And look, I told y'all I wasn't going to keep y'all long. We've been on here like an hour and 30 minutes, y'all. Gabar Y'all says, Brother Josh, good working with you. Always a pleasure to do so. And shalom. Earthfield Angel says, I'm not telling you no lies. And Lot's wife, pillar of salt, is right there by the salt sea in Jordan. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. That's crazy. Earthfield Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk in Petra, Jordan is where Esau people are. I visited and they have cave. Didn't y'all say they will try to hide in the cleft of the rock? Yep. That's one of his favorite spots. SP says, I definitely believe in the chocolate-covered Edomite, for many of our own have gone unto their ways, like in the book of Maccabees, and chose to fornicate under consent of the king. Yes, that's what fuck means, y'all. F-U-C-K, fornication under consent of the king. Because a lot of these ancient empires, that's what they would do. They would see somebody getting ready to get married. See, this is how powerful sex is. They would see somebody get ready to get married, and the king would be like, ho, 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 you can't have sex with your wife yet. I gotta fuck her first. Fornication under consent of the king. Fuck is an acronym. F-U-C-K. So before you can marry your wife, the king would say, bring her here. I gotta fuck her first. Fornication under consent of the king. Because the king understands this. Many of our people, many people of the world don't understand. There is something about sex. When a man has sex with a woman, there's something about that, okay? If another man gets to have sex with your wife before that, the kings understand that that gives him power over your woman. And that she will be more loyal to him first than she will to you. And the king said, I can't have you thinking that you really got a wife. Bring her here so I can sex her first. That's how wicked this world is, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So many people have had to sit back and let the king fuck their wife. I'm telling you, I'm pissed. I am pissed. Okay? And I'm glad to see people know about that. I'm pissed, y'all. Freaking pissed. And we gonna get some get back too. Do-do-do-do. Jay Meadow says, they rising for the most high. That's right. Abiah says, Shalom and Gabam and Yah. Welcome. Gabam and Yah says, at Abiah Shalom, Princess Strength Emoji. Earthfield Angel says, at Gabam and Yah, Warrior of Ephraim, Strength Emoji. Abiah says, Gabam and Yah, Strength Emoji. Gabam and Yah says, to be frank, I have no one around me. Any Bible topics in depth? Hold up. I don't know why they're cutting off your comments, Gabam and Yah. I gotta pull this up real quick on my joint so I can see your whole comment, because they're chopping it up. I can't really see what you're saying. Let me see. The bomber y'all says, at Earthfield and Angel, I do have a red ledger. Oh, that's not weird, but the bomber y'all says, at Earthfield and Angel, I do have a red ledger that I write in, but I haven't written in it for quite some time. I do need to get back to that, because you are right. It do helps. Okay. Joshua the Levite says, at Gabam and Yah, Warrior of Ephraim, my brother, throws up the fist. Earth Healing Angel says, at Gabam and Yah, yes, because Yah might need you to write books. True. We got a lot of talented people in the nation, y'all. Earth Healing Angel says, what the fuck? These people are diabolical. Sleeping with someone's wife? The hell? Yeah. And see, many people don't know that's where the word fuck came from. Fornication under consent of the king. The king gives him own self consent to fuck your wife. I'm telling you, that pisses me off. Do you know, can you imagine? I can't imagine here I am in love with this woman. I'm ready to marry her and go off and consummate my marriage. And this filthy, stinking king says, bring her here. I got to have sex with her first. You know why? Because sex gives a man a certain amount of power and sway over a woman. And the king didn't want a husband and wife to have a natural union. He wants to throw a monkey wrench in there. And trust me, that is a monkey wrench when you know that another man is in there fucking your wife and you haven't even had sex with her yet. How you think that make that woman feel, and then how that makes that husband feel? And you can't say, you can't fuck my wife, then he gonna put both of y'all to death. So you had to sit there and let this nigga have his way with your wife. You think I'm not pissed about that? You think I'm not angry about that? You think I don't want to beat the hell out of somebody and put somebody in chains behind that? You're wrong. I do, and I'm gonna. It's called righteous indignation. I'm pissed, okay? And you should be pissed too. Broken families 101. That's how you start broken families right there. Pisses me off. Earthfield and Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, scroll up to see his comment. I got it, fam. Avial says, at Earthfield and Angel, it is diabolical. Yes, it is. And somebody's gonna lose their life behind that too. A lot of somebody's. Any nigga that has something to do with that, oh, you gonna lose your life behind that one. You damn devil. Earthfield and Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, you got to be shy and rolling in shame. I try to keep it PG and you be saying the full cuss word out for me. Laughing emoji. Don't you see I'm trying to be a lady? I got you, Earthfield and Angel. I got you. And I'm pissed too. I'm telling you, I can't wait. I can't wait till the Most High gives us the authority and power. There's gonna be some furniture moving around here. Gabam and Yah says, at Earthfield and Angel, you right there was a lot of things I wrote down that I accomplished, and there are some things that I was a bit haste at, but overall, a lot of my ideas got off my chest in my red ledger. Sounds like a good idea, broski. Sounds like a marvelous idea. But family, I'm getting ready to let y'all wonderful Hebrews get up out of here. But I can't stress this to y'all enough. The US government, the FBI, the CIA, the ATF, the Supreme Court, they're all illegal immigrant criminal organizations that are not above prosecution. Not my words. The CEO of the American corporation, which is the Pope, he let it be known. The America that we live in today is not the one that we've been in since the days of the Old Testament. The Pope came over here with all of his goons, turned it into a business, and he wrote decrees. That's how this place got started, and that's how this place is getting ended, by a decree. Not my words. The Pope, Pope Francis, in 2014, he wrote this out. Y'all can go Google it. Civil Orders 2014, brought to you by the Pope. And he basically, in a nutshell, to sum it all up, he issued a cease and desist to the U.S. government, the U.S. Army, the FBI, CIA, Supreme Court. He basically called them all criminal entities. And he called them criminal foreign entities. You know what that means? They're illegal immigrants. Yeah. Once again, illegal immigrants is the government, the IRS, FBI, CIA, Supreme Court. Not my words. You want to get mad? Get mad at the Pope. The Pope called them illegal foreigners, rackets, illegal foreign criminal entities setting up shop on another country. You know what that is? It's called a war crime. Now, how come the Pope won't call himself the conductor of the war crimes train? Because he was the one guiding the ship that brought them niggas over here. They came here because the Pope told them to. Every religion came here and set up shop because the Pope told them to. Every single government organization, I can't say this enough. I'm going to keep saying this until y'all understand it. The U.S. government is nothing but an illegal immigrant criminal enterprise. The FBI is an illegal immigrant criminal enterprise. The CIA, illegal criminal foreign enterprise. The Supreme Court, illegal immigrant criminal enterprise. And now they've been ordered, not requested, commanded by the CEO to pack your shit and run. And he goes into detail. He says, hey, we've been abusing the indigenous people far too long. Our time is over. Time to run. Cease and desist right now. U.S. Army, U.S. government, they're all going to be deported. It's in the 2014 Civil Order. And it says they can be deported back to where they are from, and even other countries that they're not from. Third world countries, the government, FBI, CIA can be deported to. Puerto Rico, Guam, and some other foreign places that they name. Them niggas are getting the hell up out of here, y'all. Can you imagine it? You might not believe me now. Believe the guy who owns America, and that's the Pope. Doesn't matter if you believe me. Figure out how America got started with the papal bulls and the doctrine of discovery. It was by decrees, and now it's ending the same way. Cease and desist, nigga. Pack your shit and scram. We've abused the indigenous people of the land for too long. Our time is up. Get the hell out of here. Cease and desist. Do you know what happens when you disobey a cease and desist? Do you know? That cease and desist was issued and written in 2014. And here it is almost 11 years later. Now you're seeing the engine revving up and it's going into motion. It started with Joe Blow immigrant getting deported. But it ain't going to end there. The U.S. government, the FBI, CIA, Supreme Court, the police, the Air Force, all of them niggas, they're gonna get deported and prosecuted. Not my words. Go and read the civil orders in 2014. Cease and desist, nigga. And the Pope made it clear. Every one of those organizations I just named and that you see in the title of this video, not one of them are immune to prosecution. That's why he's telling them to pack their shit and scram. All we got to do is live long enough. You're going to see the government get deported. You're going to see the FBI, the IRS. The IRS is nothing but a bunch of illegal, criminal, foreign rascals committing war crimes. And the Pope said that they can be prosecuted. Imagine that. The IRS can be thrown in jail, every last one of them. And they can be deported because they're foreign criminals. That is nothing. They're like the mob. They're worse than the gangster mob. The IRS, the ATF, CIA, senators, delegates, the president, all of them. They're going to get the hell up out of here. Not because I say so. Their daddy who sent them over here said so. Cease and desist, nigga. And although it took almost 11 years for it to start taking action, that's what this all this mass deportation stuff is about. See, y'all just looking at Joe Blow. You ain't looking at the bigger picture because most of you never heard of the civil orders issued by the Pope in 2014. Go look it up. And once this video uploads, I'm going to post a link to the live I did a couple of days ago. It's like 3 hours long. We went over it. I'm going to post a link to that live as soon as this live stream is over, which we getting ready to end it. But I just wanted y'all to know that's one of the reasons why I'm so damn hard on these illegal immigrants, because I know who they are and I know who sent them here. And they getting ready to get the hell up out of here. From Joe Blow to the government to the U.S. Army, the Marines, all of them. And I had something else that I was going to read to y'all today, but we've been on here too long, so we're going to save that for another time. All right? Earth Healing Angel says 100. KC Bad Yah says at Gabamin Yah, facts. Gabamin Yah says capitalism is just a narcissistic system under government. All facts. The whole U.S. government gonna get deported or they gonna get thrown in prison. All we gotta do is live long enough, y'all. Gabamin Yah says the only private government is the same establishment that prints your money, and that's the Federal Reserve. It's privately owned, so you gotta ask yourself who owns the Federal Reserve. Yeah, they ain't nothing but a bunch of damn illegal criminal organizations. The Federal Reserve is a foreign entity committing crime in another country. All them niggas gotta go. Yeah, or they gonna get thrown in prison and deported to third world countries. Not my words. That's what the Pope said. And if the Pope don't know, nobody knows. That's the nigga that sent all these niggas over here. You're going to get the hell up out of here, or you're going to prison. Yeah. Earth Healing Angel says their live says 111 minutes. Oh snap. Crazy. That's a number right there. 111. One of them numbers, y'all. Earth Healing Angel says at Gabamin Yah, warrior of Ephraim, the Zionist dude. Abiah says that might be why Dodge started shaking things up in the government, those civil orders. Oh, you said Doge. That might be why Doge started shaking things up in the government, those civil orders. Yeah, y'all. When you start to look around from now on in America and you see things falling apart, just know that America is a business that is owned by the Pope. Okay? They've been here for hundreds of years, destroying us with their foreign criminal entities. U.S. government, FBI, CIA, Department of Labor, Department of Treasury, okay, Supreme Court, nothing but a bunch of illegal criminals, illegal enterprise in a foreign country. They all got to go, and they're going to go. Not because I say so, because the CEO of the company says so. He's the one who told them to come over here, and they came, and now he told them to get the hell out, and they're going to leave. Believe it or not, the Pope is the most powerful man on planet Earth, believe it or not. He runs America, believe it or not. And America is a business ever since they got over here. And now it's time to leave. When these people get the hell out from under us, y'all, away from us, we will finally be able to live again, y'all. What a time to be alive, fam. Gabam y'all says, look up problem, reaction, solution. It's all set up. Facts. Facts, bruh. All facts. Earthfield and Angel says no one can be a president unless he has what is called blue blood. That blood is connected to British monarchy family. See, now you talking, Abby, y'all. Now you talking. Y'all, all of this stuff has been hidden. It's all coming out now. Earthfield and Angel says Obama has blue blood. Why, yes, he does. And he's not one of us. They would never allow an Israelite to sit in the White House. This whole diabolical scheme is against the Israelites. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, what a time to be alive. So much knowledge is busting out the seams. And all praises to the Most High for allowing us to be here to receive this. You might think what I'm saying is far-fetched now, but I guarantee you, all we got to do is live long enough. The mass deportation has already begun, but it starts with Joe Blow, and then it's going to work its way up, y'all. All we got to do is live long enough. It's already started. The Most High is going to give us our land back. And the U.S. government got to be deported and thrown in prison. CIA got to get deported, thrown in prison. The police got to get deported, thrown in prison. FBI, CIA, U.S. Army, Navy. Either you're going to get blown to smithereens or you got to get thrown in prison or deported. Either way, problem solved. Coming soon. Get ready, Hebrews. Get ready. Get ready. And you know what? YouTube must really not like Brother Gabam and y'all, because they keep cutting his comments off. You know what? YouTube must know who Brother Gabam and Yah is, and they don't like that brother. They keep cutting his comments off, so I got to go to my other joint to read it. He says, and our people calling him a Negro when he is nowhere near a Negro. No, he is not. He is a enemy of the Negro. But he got dark skin, and that's all our people care about. They see a nigga with brown dark skin. Oh, he's one of us. No, he's not. We got niggas out there who closely resemble us. Some niggas look just like us, but they not us. Then we got folks out there who don't look like us, but they are us. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, y'all, but I pray that the Most High will open all of our eyes and we will start to see. Earthfield Angel says, I don't care how black his father is, he not one of us. Hell no, he ain't one of us. Earthfield Angel says, cause Gabar spitting too much truth. Yes. And YouTube is like, nah, cut that comment off so they can't really see what he's saying. And YouTube, I can't wait until you get deported. All the people behind the scenes at YouTube, can't wait till you get deported. Can't wait till you get thrown in prison until we can put you in chains. See, they're doing it again. Everybody else comments is coming straight through, but Gabam and Yah, they chopping all of his joints. So I got to go to the phone. Gabam and Yah says, I'm telling you, bro, I'm an outcast, bro. This why when people ask me questions, I take a pause because I already know they're not going to like what I'm going to say. And I feel you, brother. I feel you. I feel you, brother. And you know what? One day you are going to have a chance to get some get back. And yes, the Israelites are allowed to get back to our enemies. Joshua made the sun stand still so we can finish getting our get back, avenging ourselves. Oh yeah, we gonna get our get back. Earthfield Angel says, I wonder if many of the black Boule are descendants of Esau. And you know what, Earthfield Angel, I believe that there are definitely a good number of them that are. But see, our people just see, no, he's one of us. Look at his skin. Our people don't understand it's more to being an Israelite than just skin color. Although we know, for the most part, the Israelites look like us. But there are some of our brothers out there who don't look like us, but they are literally blood Israelites. It's diabolical what they've done to the world, y'all. But this thing is getting ready to wrap up, y'all. America is closing her doors for business. Business is actually already over. Okay? The CEO put the call out. Business is over, shut down. Do you know what happens when you go against a cease and desist? You get punished. So as long as the U.S. government continues to sit here, as long as the CIA, FBI, Supreme Court continues to sit here, and the Pope said the steeper the punishment will be. So every single day after 2014 that they stay in our land governing things, the more steeper the punishment will be because they are continuing to commit crime. These are criminal organizations. U.S. government, FBI, U.S. Army, CIA, Department of Labor, Department of Treasury, the church. All of those are criminal foreign entities. And every day that they stay on this land is going to be worse. Oh my God. You don't know what's getting ready to happen out there, Hebrew. Obama Yah says a long time ago, one of my dear uncles that I love told me that I don't have to say much and I don't have to talk much. But my spirit can't be content with that. I need to speak even if it's harsh. 100, brother. Hey, brother, much love to you, Gabaman Yah. You are truly a warrior of Ephraim. Shout out to you, broski. Earthfield Angel says, even if you have whiter skin, you can only be Yasharal if your bloodline stems from Negroes. No exception. Bring it out. Bring it out, Earth Angel. KC Bad Yah said, at Mr. Real Talk, please don't forget to post the link. Oh, I got you, sis. As soon as this joint uploads, I'm going to post the link. It's like a 3-hour live stream, but we went into it about what immigration was really about. It's not about trying to help other people from other nations. It was about the Pope starting a business. And to start that business, he had to bring everybody from all over the world, but they had to be in agreement with him to be under him, to hate you, and to set up oppressive systems in towns and laws and all kind of other diabolical stuff to destroy you. That's how it got started. That's how the business of America got started. It got started with the filthy, stinking Pope writing down orders and decrees. And now the business of America is being shut down the same way it started. Filthy, stinking Pope writing decrees. And it's called the Civil Order in 2014. I promise y'all, as soon as I end this, come back in like 5 minutes and you're going to see the link to that live stream. Check it out. And you're going to be like, what in the hell? You're going to see what immigration is really about. And you're going to see why I'm so hard on these immigrants. You're going to see you never knew that the U.S. government was an illegal foreign criminal organization. You never knew that the FBI was an immigrant criminal organization. You never knew that the Department of Treasury, the U.S. Army, the Marines, nothing but criminal foreign organizations. And that's war crimes that they've been doing. Not my words. The freaking Pope said it. The Pope is the one who owns this place. If he don't know, don't nobody know. And it's going down. You're getting the hell off my land. From Joe Blow to the freaking U.S. Marines. Get your filthy ass off my land. Because your daddy said go. And if you don't go, oh, it's going to be brutal what's going to happen to you. You're going to get deported into third world countries. Yeah, did you know that? Did you know that some of the U.S. government is going to get deported to countries that they're not even from? That's what the Pope said. The Pope runs this place. Doesn't matter who agrees with it, the Pope runs this place. Do your homework, Hebrew. It's going down. Gabama Yah says some of the same banks we use purchase America, one of them being J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. The Pope talked about them too. Did you know that the banking system is nothing but foreign illegal criminal organizations? They're going to prison too. Family, all we got to do is live long enough. You're going to see this. It's already starting. But they start with Joe Blow first, and then it's coming up. This decree got written 11 years ago, and now it's taking effect. Hallelujah, y'all. Earthfield and Angel says, Akabam Yah, warrior of Ephraim, many of the bank finance slavery as well. Yeah, that's illegal gain, y'all. It's time to go. Everybody, it's time to go. You know, the only people who are going to be allowed to stay here is the Israelites and the Gentiles that's going to cleave to us. which is a remnant. Everybody else, you gonna get the hell out of here. Earth Feeling Angel says slavery. KC Bad Y'all says Joel chapter 3. Yes, KC Bad Y'all. KC Bad Y'all posted Joel chapter 3. I think that goes into the armies being removed from our land, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody that ain't supposed to be here, you gonna get the hell up out of here. And the more that this gets deeper, a lot of y'all are gonna see why your brother, Mr. Real Talk, is so damn hard on these immigrants. Cause I know who they are. And I know what they came to do, and I'm fucking pissed. Okay? Just like you're gonna be fucking pissed. The more you realize what the fuck is going on to you and what they fucking done, you're gonna be filled with righteous indignation. You're gonna wanna kick some ass. Just like me. And I'm putting it lightly to what I'm ready to do. I'm putting it lightly. I can't say what I really want to do because they'll just cut this live stream right now. I don't play with my enemies. I don't love them. You know what I want to do. And I'm going to do it as soon as we get the power. I'm not playing with these niggas because I know who they are. I know what they've done. And I'm fucking pissed. Alright? I'm not going to act like I'm not either. We're going to chain you up and fetter you up and drag you off to the promised land, kicking and screaming. While we sing songs of praise, we're going to drag your filthy, rotten, criminal committing ass to wherever we want to, and we're going to do with you what we want to. As you have done, so shall it be done. So you think about what you did to us, and we're going to do the same thing to you. Ain't no love involved, nigga. Sick of y'all. SP says justice is here. That's right. And everybody can smell it. And that's why the nations are getting so scared. And they should be scared. No more lies. Gabama Yah says, look up a movie, Zeitgeist, and how they hoodwinked us into believing JC and how they profit off of war. The whole taunting between countries is just a smokescreen. Every country is profiting off war. All facts, bro. All facts, brother. Earth and the Angel says Joel 3 and 4. Yeah, and what had ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, Gabah says, it's just Israel and Iran's turn to profit. China will be next in line to profit. They're all in it together, bro. You're right. Earth feeling angel, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Come on down here, Mr. Tough Guy. All you tough Gentiles. Bring your ass down here. Earth feeling angel, Joel 3 and 6. The Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people, not everybody. Earth feeling angel says, and the strength of the children of Israel, not the church, not the Christians, not the Pope, the Israelites, nigga. Earth feeling angel, Joel 3 and 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. It's hitting real close to home, ain't it? Earth healing angel says, Joel 3 and 20. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. Earth healing angel, Joel 3 and 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for Yahweh dwelleth in Zion. You know what that means? The Most High knows that there have been Israelites out there who've been mixed and mingled because of the captivity, all kind of stuff. Some Israelites been walking the earth, never knew they was Israelites. Either they got raped by the other nations, or they just never heard of this Israelite stuff. So they didn't know they were Israelite. So they mixed in with the other nations. What did the Most High say he gonna do? Joel 3 and 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For Yahweh dwelleth in Zion. The Most High knows who the Israelites are, even though they may have been tainted. The Most High is going to clean your blood. Yeah. Hey, y'all, The truth is all out. It ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide. Earthly Angel says, at KC Bad Y'all, could you not post the whole chapter for you, but got to lose two as possible? I'm sorry. At KC Bad Y'all, she says, could not post the whole chapter for you, but got loose to as possible. Got close to as possible. Got you. KC Bad Y'all says, Earthly Angel, thank you, loving emoji. That's why I love the brotherhood and the sisterhood. There's not another brotherhood and a sisterhood on planet Earth like Old Testament only Hebrews. That's why they try to hide this channel. They try to hide all of our channels who talk this kind of talk. And they know that when we get together, things get done. And believe it or not, we've done some spiritual building on this live. In the spirit realm, things are happening right now, y'all. Gabam and y'all says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Amos 3:2. You see that? The Most High only knows us. That's why all these other nations get away with all kind of stuff. Because the Most High don't know them. He ain't down with them. But he does know you. That's why when you try to live like the other nations, the Most High spank you on top of your head. Because he says, look, nigga, them not my children, you are. So I'm going with you because you belong to me. Just like your mother or your father or your grandmother used to tell you when you was little. You get in trouble, they whip you. You said, oh, why you doing that to me? So-and-so did it. And they said, hey, nigga, that's not my child. You are. So I'm going to whip you because you belong to me. Same thing with the Most High. Them other niggas he don't know them. So they get away with a lot of stuff. Or they have. But that day is over now. Earthly Angel says, at KC Bad Y'all, hot loving emoji. Fam, I kept y'all lovely Hebrews long enough. It is now 11 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. I've had a very long day, but I had a great ending to my day, hanging out with the children of Israel and growing and flowing like we like to do. Earthly Angel says, gosh, I hated getting whipped and picking my own switch. They tell you, go get that switch. And them little switches hurt the most. Them little switches hurt the most. But you can definitely tell the difference from the people who grew up getting whippings, sound confirmation, as opposed to the people who grew up never getting no whippings. You see how they turned out. They turned out to be monsters. Okay? See, our folks whipped us out of love, but the heathens are going to whip you trying to take your life. There's a difference. Gabam and y'all says, they are not in trouble as the other men, neither are they plagued like the other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Psalms 73, 5-6. Ouch. Now, ain't that telling you something right there? Hey, yo, Gabam and y'all, you've been like a smoking train this evening, brother. Time vex to you, brother Gabam and Yah, and time vex to all of my Hebrews out there scattered into all nations. Much love to you, and just know, mass deportation includes the U.S. government, the FBI, the CIA, the ATF, Department of Treasury, the Supreme Court. They're all going to leave, or else. Earthly Angel says, family, you'll please be safe. Love you all. I love every last one of y'all out there. If you haven't hit the like button so far, tap that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If we have any Gentiles on here and you know you are a Gentile, come on out. You ain't got to hide. Come on out and say, hey, I am not an Israelite, but I hear what y'all talking about. And what you guys are saying is true. I want to join y'all. We're not going to kill you. We're not going to attack you. We ain't going to chase you off. We're going to teach you and bring you up to speed so you know the full truth. Everything we know, we're going to teach you if you're sincere. And we'll be able to tell who you are. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Family, come back in like 5 minutes when this uploads. I will have a link posted to that video. It's like a 3-hour live where we talk about what immigration was really about and the civil orders issued by the boss of America, the owner of America. I'm going to post that link in the comment section in like 5 minutes. Todd X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Shout out to everybody that was able to make the live stream. I love you all. Until next time, love each other and love one another. I'm out. Abiah says, Shalom family, have a Barak night, day, much love. J.R. Meadow says 100. KC Bayah says, Shalom, shalom, shalom. And I'm out, family. Much love.